Welcome to iMovie 10 Basics. Larkin Learning Labs. Here we go. Let's get started. All right, today what we're going to learn about is this thing called cloning, or having multiple instances of yourself in a video. And this is just a basic one. There's a few different ways to do it, but I'm just showing you the basics, how to put two of yourself into a certain scene. So the biggest thing is you're going to have two sets of footage, and they're both going to be from the same camera position. The biggest thing with this, and you'll see I made a mistake, is you cannot have your camera move. Otherwise it becomes an issue with lining things up. So what I did was I have two pieces of footage. I have one of me playing the omnichord here. And if you watch, I kind of go in, I sit down, I start playing. And then I'm pretending that I'm talking to somebody else. Well, that somebody else is going to be me. So what I end up doing then is I have another video, so I finished the whole thing. And then the idea was I'm going to have myself dancing to myself singing. So what I want to do is I want to take this other footage and place it on top. Now, if I were to play it, there I am. Well, now nothing happens. So I missed my other piece because I haven't masked, they call that masking, or moving or cutting my frame in half of this top one. So what I got to do is I double click this, and then this window of options should show up. You would think it would be cutaway, but yeah, that's not it. What it is we're just going to use the blue green screen. And then what we'll do is we'll just pull this corner over to the center, because I have a dividing line in the middle. So when you're setting up your shot, make sure you have equal amounts on each side of the screen to be able to do that, or some type of center point. Now when I play this back, I should have myself sitting down, and then I sit down there. And then I start dancing with myself, and then I finish, and then I get up together. But here, see, all of a sudden my person on the left, me on the left, ends up cutting through. So what I need to do is first I'm going to move this a little bit to the left, because I look over about there, noticing that I sit down. So I can even go even more. And then I start to dance. And then I leave. But then, so barely there. So I'm going to pull this back just a little bit more at the end. Now, where did I screw up? If you notice, once this screen, once the top clip comes in, you're going to see the right-hand side shift up just a smidge, like right there. Well, that didn't quite work either, because now I'm cut off. So I need to take this guy, pull it in a little bit more, and then you see it shift a little bit from here to here. It shifts up. The reason that is because when I press record, I didn't have it in a tripod, so that was my first mistake. I was just using my phone, but it just moved just a fraction. The angle did, and that's what ended up happening. So make sure that you have a tripod, or you don't have your camera move at all between the different shots, and that won't happen. Because it does shift again at the end when it gets to that point. So, and that's basically it of how to do a cloning or a masking or whatever you want to call it of yourself. So your project is to create some type of cloning of yourself, having a conversation with yourself, or doing some kind of action or something to have this type of effect. And that's it. Thanks. play. You just stand there and dance. Doing a split screen, yeah. Doing a split screen, yeah. Good job.